When you are shopping for yogurt, a lot of people are looking for probiotic yogurts. Something to keep in mind when looking at the health benefits of yogurts in the grocery store is that apparently not all probiotic yogurts are created equal. Researchers at the U of T are cautioning consumers to have a closer look at the label. Mary Skorbatakos is a research associate at the U of T, co-author of this study. Mary, good morning.
Good morning, Matt.
We should start by defining what probiotics are. People see the name, they might have an idea, but for people who don't, what are probiotics?
Sure. So most fundamentally, probiotics are good bacteria. And when you eat these good bacteria, they survive digestion and they actually take up residence and live in our guts or our intestines. And while they're living there, they frankly work for us. They do a number of things. They help us with digestion, they support the walls of the intestine, and most importantly, the more good bacteria you have living inside of you, the harder it is for bad bacteria to take up residence, multiply, and make you sick. Most people don't realize that we actually have 2 to 6 pounds of bacteria inside of us.
2 to 6 pounds?
2 to 6 pounds. And the idea is that the more good bacteria you have, the harder it is for bad bacteria to make you sick.
Goodness. Okay, so I was at the grocery store yesterday and was actually buying yogurt, and there was a whole, shelves and shelves and shelves of probiotic yogurts. What did you find when you had a closer look at these things?
Well, the interesting thing that we found was that these different yogurts contain different strains of bacteria inside of them. And when we looked at the literature on this, we found that different strains are associated with different health benefits. So while one product might contain a strain that will decrease your risk for, say, the common cold, another yogurt might contain a strain that helps with stomach issues like stomach pain or bloating. And the problem is right now, because of the way the labeling laws work, consumers don't know which product could offer which benefit. All products can just say that they are probiotic and they support gut health. So the interesting thing was that these products have potential to offer different health benefits.
Is there any evidence that they will actually do what they say they'll do?
Yeah, so we actually did a systematic review of all the literature that's been published on these strains when tested in humans. And for some of the products, there's quite a bit of research showing these effects. And we even know that when you eat it, we see increases in the level of immune cells that you have. So it's very believable, and there's research to demonstrate that. That being said, there is one caveat, which is that a lot of the research that's being done is being done by companies that make this yogurt. So, of course, we have to take a very close look at it and make sure that it's all done correctly. Nevertheless, there's a growing body of literature suggesting that, these good bacteria definitely are going to help us out in terms of our health.
Aren't there requirements for what you can put on a label for food? I mean, Health Canada must have something to say about that.
Exactly. So right now, any product that contains 1 billion probiotic bacteria can call itself probiotic, and it can include the claim that says promotes a healthy gut. That being said, it would be interesting, and the WHO has suggested that countries should create laws that allow yogurt companies to put more specific health claims on their products, because that sort of thing would give the companies incentive to put a higher dose in their product, to put the specific strains that have more evidence behind them. So hopefully in the future, if we see different labeling laws, these products might even get better for us.
In the meantime, what am I supposed to do when I'm out shopping for yogurt?
Well, when you're shopping for yogurt, if you're looking for probiotic yogurt, the most important thing is to make sure the package says probiotic on the label. And that's because while all yogurts contain bacteria, not all bacteria are probiotic. So you might see a product that has a bacteria listed in its ingredient list, or it might say live active cultures, but those are not probiotic. Those bacteria die when they hit your stomach, and they can't do anything additional for your health. So make sure it says probiotic on the label, and maybe look for a higher dose, because sometimes that's higher than 1 billion. So some contain 10 billion, some contain 45 billion. We found that sometimes in clinical trials, the doses being tested are higher than the doses that are in the yogurts on store shelves.
And again, there's 2 to 6 pounds worth of bacteria in my gut.
That's correct. They're basically like their own organ. They're doing a lot of things for us. We don't think about them, but they're as important as, say, your liver or even your heart.
That is the thing. All of this is very interesting, but I think that's the thing that I'll remember for the rest of the day. Mary, thank you.
You're welcome.
Mary Skorbatakos is a research associate at the University of Toronto, co-author of this study on probiotic yogurts in Canada. Now you know.
I don't know what to say.
The rest of the story.
Literally.
The news is next.